On the morning of September 27, 1831, in Nafplio, Greece's modern founder, Ioannis Kapodistrias, was brutally assassinated. His death was not just a tragedy, but raised significant questions about the future of a nation that had just regained its independence. This assassination was not only a political crime, but also a moment that opened up numerous inquiries into the forces at play and the reform process in Greece, a country searching for its identity after centuries of foreign domination. Born on February 11, 1776, in Corfu, Kapodistrias had previously served as Russia's foreign minister from 1816 to 1822. He returned to Greece at a challenging time when independence was still in its formative stages, overshadowed by the influence of powerful Western nations. His leadership and vision helped guide Greece from a feudal world into the modern era, yet they also made him a target for domestic opposition. Kapodistrias's greatest contribution was in building a strong and independent state, but this put him at odds with the interests of noble families, including the Mavromichalis family, one of the most powerful and influential clans in southern Greece. Petre Bey Mavromichalis, a notable local lord, was arrested by Kapodistrias in 1831 following a power struggle, a conflict that directly led to an assassination plot. This hatred festered within the Mavromichalis family, and on that fateful morning, the detailed plan for Kapodistrias's death was set into motion. As Kapodistrias stepped out of his house, heading towards St. Spiridon Church, where he often attended religious services, he was unaware of the lurking threat. While his bodyguard, Georgios Kazonis, trailed behind, the Mavromichalis family was silently preparing for the attack. As Kapodistrias walked down the street, Konstantinos Mavromichalis, one of the conspirators, fired at him but missed. Immediately, Georgios Mavromichalis, acting as a determined assassin, stabbed and shot Kapodistrias, intent on ending the rule of a man they viewed as an enemy. Kapodistrias, who had steered Greece into a new era, fell victim to the brutal assault. In his last moments, he embodied a resilient leader who had fought for his people, yet he also appeared profoundly vulnerable before the irrational forces of hatred and politics, leaving a stark impression of the fragility of power. As Georgios and Konstantinos fled, chaos erupted. The people of Nafplio, witnessing the horrifying scene, could not calm themselves in the face of the death of their first governor, a leader they had just come to know. The assassination sent shockwaves through not only the Greek populace, but also across the diplomatic circles of Western powers, who had invested significant effort in establishing a new order in the country. The swift arrest and trial of Georgios Mavromichalis, Petre Bey's son, raised further questions about the involvement of foreign powers in this plot. Even though Georgios was captured and executed, one wonders whether the true motives were rooted in personal hatred or if there was manipulation by external forces, like Britain or France, amid the complex political landscape of the time. In the aftermath of the assassination, the political climate in Greece became more tense than ever. Western powers quickly intervened, intending to establish a more stable government. By May 1832, they decided to impose a foreign monarchy on Greece, installing Prince Otto of Bavaria as king in February 1833. This not only marked intervention, but also served as a stark reminder that Greece, despite having defeated its enemies and gained independence, was still under the profound influence of foreign powers. Ioannis Kapodistrias, a figure driven by aspirations for dedication and reform, had become a symbol of the struggles of a nation in its formative stage. His name was forever attached to one of the darkest moments in Greek history, and his death represented not just a personal loss, but also reflected the pain and toil of a whole nation on its quest for independence and freedom. Thus, the question of the true motives behind the assassination lingers, seemingly without resolution. Was it the result of disappointment in the reforms Kapodistrias had undertaken, or was it part of a larger scheme by external powers to exert further influence over Greece's fate? As history continues to paint its dark strokes, the assassination of Ioannis Kapodistrias remains a poignant lesson and a bittersweet tale about power, betrayal, and the hopes of a nation yearning for liberty. On that day, Nafplio was engulfed in sorrow, but for Greece's future, the story was far from over, and indeed, the the echoes of footsteps on the path of history will continue to resonate with the rhythms of time.